Welcome and thank you for joining us today for a walkthrough of the modernized DIR Public Works website services. We're excited to showcase the new and improved platform that has been launched to enhance your experience with the Public Works program. The Public Works team is committed to providing exceptional customer experience to constituents. We've recognized the importance of keeping up with the ever-evolving technology landscape and wanted to ensure that the platform meets the needs of users in the most efficient and user-friendly way possible. The modernized project we undertook has brought about significant improvements to the online systems, making interactions with the Public Works program easier and more streamlined. We've launched the upgraded website services, and more features will become available with future updates. Now, let's take a look at some of the key enhancements and features that you can benefit from. First and foremost, you now have a single, unified, and reliable system for awarding bodies and contractors to interact with Public Works. This portal has all the features you've come to expect from the legacy PWC 100, PWCR, and ECPR systems. With the new project dashboard, awarding bodies can view their existing Public Works projects and register new projects. Contractors can view the Public Works projects that they are contracted on, as well as submit payroll records for every project. With the new platform, you can now rely on faster and more reliable downloading of relevant data and reports. This means you can access the information you need quickly and efficiently, saving you valuable time. Everyone can add their whole team to their organization's account for easy collaboration. Gone are the days of shared logins. Now, everyone can collaborate on DIR registered projects. Now that you've seen a quick overview of the exciting new features on this platform, let's dive in and walk through each of the new features together. We'll start by registering a user account on the new Public Works platform. Everyone must create a new account. If you have a login with the PWC 100, PWCR, and ECPR, it'll no longer work. So let's get started. First, you'll click on Register at the top right-hand side, and from here, click on the button as a Public Works contractor or awarding body. Then you'll be prompted to fill out the form with your first name, last name, email, and password. Make sure you use your official email address if you work for an awarding body. For this demo, we will use an email ending in @niners.gov. So here, you'll fill out your email address, phone number, and password. Lastly, click on the box to agree to the terms and conditions. From here, you'll receive an email with a link to click on to verify your email address. For today's demo, we'll skip that, showing you the emailed link, and instead bypass it by using the link in the green banner at the top of the screen. But again, this is for today's demo, so you won't see this green banner when you're on the website. You'll be clicking on the link in your email. So after you click on that link in your email, this is the screen you'll see when you click on and verify your email address. You have to click on that link to get access into the system. As you can see, it says your email has been verified. Please log in to continue. So we'll click on login at the top right-hand side to continue. Now as we're logging in, take a look at the Forgot Password link at the bottom right-hand side of the login window. If in the future you forget your password, you can access the password reset page by going to the login window and selecting Forgot Password. All right, so here you'll type your email address for the username, and FYI, your username is no longer case sensitive. Login is successful. The next screen will show you a choice between associating with an awarding body / development proponent or a contractor. let's click on the left option that says awarding body / development proponent. And just a quick note, after the platform goes live, your existing awarding bodies from the PwC 100 will be transferred over with all of your projects. So to claim access to your existing awarding body records, find your awarding body using the search box. Let's search for the example today called Demo Awarding Body. Now from here, you can view the details of a project record by clicking the View Details button. So here, review the information on this screen to make sure that you have selected the correct awarding body before submitting an association request. After finding the correct awarding body, click on the blue Submit Association Request button at the bottom of the screen. Now, just a brief comment about the new system. If you are the first person from your organization to try and reclaim your awarding body, the system will try to auto-approve your request based on your email address. That is why it is important to use an official email address when creating a new user account. If the request cannot be auto-approved, it will go to us in the Public Works unit to review and approve. If a colleague has already reclaimed your awarding body account, they will now become its primary contact, and your request will go to them for approval. To see whether you've received access, log out and log back in. So we're going to use our previously entered username and password to log into the system. Here is a new and improved dashboard showing all of your projects past and present. As you can see in the list, there are old projects that have been migrated over from the PwC 100 system, so there's no need to manually re-enter projects since they've been automatically transferred over from the legacy PwC 100 system. As you can see here, the projects are neatly listed in a table, making it easy to navigate through each of them. Let's click on the first project in the list, where you can access a detailed view of that project. Next on this screen, I wanted to call to your attention to the fields Project ID and Project Number down on the right-hand side. Project ID is the old PwC 100 number if you register the project in the old PwC 100 system. The field beneath that, called Project Number, is if you have a uniquely generated internal number that you used for your project. Now, if this is your first time and you're entering a new project registration in the new Public Works website, the DIR project number will now be the system-generated number on the left-hand side, which is grayed out. If there's a need to update project details in the future, it can be done in real time, directly on the platform on this very screen, without the hassle of submitting a new project or an amendment. For example, let's change the name of this project to Levi's Stadium and click Save at the very bottom of the web page. Now these updates will be immediately visible to you as the awarding body in the new Public Project Search tool and to the contractors linked to this project. We'll show you the Public Works Search tool later in the presentation. Now please remember that the DIR logo at the top left-hand side will always be your button to click back to the dashboard. So let's click on that to get back to the dashboard. Take a look at the triple-lined icon on the left. Believe it or not, it's called a hamburger icon. So at this icon, there's now the options to export the project list to formats like PDF, Excel, or CSV. Down beneath that icon is a triangle icon, which allows you to filter your project list. You can now filter projects by various criteria that will scroll through slowly so you can get an idea of the available options. The dashboard is equipped with robust search and filtering tools that help you find specific projects quickly. Let's now click on our project, Levi Stadium, in the list below. Then, let's click on the hamburger icon at the top left-hand side, and as you can see, this is how you can save and export projects to PDF. On this screen, you can also check that the information you typed for the project is correct. Let's now navigate to the Your Information button at the top right-hand side, and then click on Businesses. This section shows the primary contact and all associated users. To add more users to the awarding body, new users can register accounts, find their awarding body via search, and request to associate. All requests will be sent to the primary contact for approval. The new platform allows an entire team to be invited, enabling them to edit projects, register new ones, review drafts, confirm final versions, and manage contractor additions. All right, let's select an individual user, John Doe. Now you can view the records for John. You can see that there's a few associated accounts with John Doe, one including B. Ayuk. This robust user management will all be entirely new functionality for those already familiar with the PwC 100 system. Now let's get into the project registration experience. Click on the DIR logo at the top left-hand side to go back to the dashboard. Remember, that DIR logo is the way that you can get back to your dashboard at any time. Click on the blue button under your awarding body name that says New Project Registration. This will take you to the updated project registration form. You can now search for and add DIR registered contractors to the project. Unlike the legacy PwC 100 system, there is no longer a limit of contractors that can be added to a project. This flexibility allows you to include all necessary contractors without having to duplicate projects, as some awarding bodies have done. Now, the prime contractor that you add here must have an active registration to be added to the project. Here, enter the essential project details such as the name, type, description, contract, and total project amount. The system will automatically ensure that the dates are in proper order. For example, that a start date doesn't come after an end date. A fantastic new feature in our system is that you now have the choice to upload optional documents. Take a look at the bottom right-hand side where there is a paperclip icon. You can now attach documents such as the contract, first advertised bid publishing, or any other pertinent files for comprehensive record keeping, such as the notice of completion. Let's now get to the next page by clicking the next button at the bottom of the screen. Here, we'll fill out the compliance and agreement questions that you're familiar with seeing from the PwC 100. Let's click next to get to the following page. And as you can see, the new platform allows you to add multiple job site addresses. You can fill out as much or as little information as necessary depending on the nature of the job. The next page is your subcontractor list. You have the option to add additional registered contractors. You cannot add an unregistered contractor. However, you can click on the checkbox and input the unregistered contractor's business email, and the unregistered contractor will then receive an invite to register with the DIR and join the project. Let's now finalize the registration. Review all entered information and submit the completed form by selecting the Submit button and the second Submit button. Next, let's return to the home page by selecting the DIR logo at the top left-hand side. The submitted project is now visible in the project dashboard. The project will also appear in the dashboard of the added contractors so that the contractors will be able to submit eCPRs, and it will now appear in the new public project search. The next topic we'll cover is approving a project join request by a contractor. If you click on the notifications button in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, there is a red icon displaying a 1. Showing that indicates that a contractor has requested access to your registered project. Click on the notification button to review the details of the request. In this view, you can also approve or reject the request. As of now, you cannot see the details of the request. To see the contractor name, the project they are requesting to join, and if they want to add a subcontractor to the project, awarding bodies can check their emails to see the details of each request. If you, the awarding body, primary contact, have reviewed and would like to move forward with approving the request, you can click on Approve to grant the contractor the necessary permissions to view the project details and submit certified payroll records. Next, we'll talk about using the project search tool. So we've added a new public project search tool to replace the existing PwC 100 project search. To access it, we'll navigate to the button titled Projects at the top right-hand side. As you can see, there are two separate search fields. Please ignore the search field in the yellow row, as it is linked to a separate search for the DIR. Instead, use the search field in the grayed out row. Let's conduct a keyword search for the term plumbing to find relevant projects. As you can see, there are columns of categories on this screen, which are actually the terms you can search for. So let's view a project record by selecting the number on the left-hand side of the project. This will give you access to the full project record. In the project record, you can see the project ID, its state, the contract number, and the associated addresses if one had been entered. Next, we'll show you all how to use the contractor search tool. To access it, we'll navigate to the button called Contractors at the top right-hand side. You can conduct a keyword search in the same area for terms such as electrician to find matching contractors, and you can also search by the contractor's registration number. By selecting a contractor record, by clicking the updated date, you can view the latest details of the contractor record. As of now, this contractor registration record only shows the latest DIR registration and expiration, not historical registration history. Next, we'll show you all how to use the eCPR public search tool. While the button is not on this demo screen today, the button will be displayed at the top right-hand side next to contractors. We'll bypass this today and show you the search directly. You'll notice here that the form fields will look familiar. For example, dates from and to, DIR project ID, project name, contractor name, awarding body name, etc. Unfortunately, today we can't show you a complete search right now, as we are still populating the historical data that is being migrated over from the legacy eCPR system, but they should be available after the launch of the new Public Works system. That concludes the walkthrough of the new Public Works platform. We are dedicated to supporting you through this transition with comprehensive training and resources. Stay tuned for further updates, including additional training materials and support documents. To assist you with the transition and ongoing usage of the new platform, the Public Works team has released a new Support Center webpage that includes how-to user guides, recorded webinars and walkthroughs, frequently asked questions, and more. Thank you for your continued cooperation and support as we advance towards a more streamlined and efficient future with the Public Works Modernization Project.